Hi everyone, my name is Kumar. Today we are going to learn the difference between the Java and the Python syntax differences. Mainly I have chosen this topic is somebody know about the Java. They want to learn about the Python. Somebody know about the Python. They want to learn the Java. So if you know the basically the syntaxes, even we can write and understand the programming easily. Due to that reason, I have chosen this topic. So here, I have considered mainly what I felt the main topics which I will cover so that everybody will get benefited. So I have chosen that differences. If I would have missed something, you can comment in the comment section so that I can make the video. Let's start to know the differences between Java and Python syntaxes. So Java, if we want to define any class, how we will define in the Java? Class with class name. Even Python also class with the class name. But Java, we should follow strictly flower bracket start, flower bracket end. In the Python, you no need to define that. So in the Python, if you observe that after class my class, you should enter colon. So that is a syntax differences. And if we want to create the object in the Java, what we used to do, we used to create it with a new my class. So that is going to create the my class object. So with that object, I can invoke the variables, I can invoke the methods in Java. But in the Python, we no need to do with a new, just my class. You define that is going to create the object. So with the object, you just calling variable or methods you will call that. Here if you see the Python, we have defined the def underscore init underscore self. That is a constructor, like a Java, how we say constructor, like a class with class name. That is a constructor, right? So constructor does not have return type in the Java. So here we are defining the constructor def underscore init underscore self. That is a constructor. So after once the object is created, that is going to call and the variable will be initialized and that variable print in the console. So this is a mainly the how the classes and objects will be created in the Java Python. Let's go into the another topic now. So now just here I want to highlight some basic thing the how much lines of code will write in the Java and how much lines of code in the Python. See, if you want to just print a hello world, so we need to write almost 5 lines or 6 lines of code in the hello world. But in the Python, only one line is enough. So we no need to define the class in the Python. We no need to define the method. But Java, if you want to print hello world, we need to compulsory. We need to define the main method because a JVM knows about the main method. JVM itself it will call the main method. So first method will be called in the Java is the main method. So after main method, we are going to create the class object. With the object, we'll call the methods. So but in the Python directly, it is invoking the print statement. So see the one line. Say somebody say that Python is a great. Somebody will tell that Java is great. See, every program has their own advantages. So some purpose will use the Java, some purpose will use the Python. Let's go for another one. So variables and data types. If you see in the Java, how we will create the variable? We need to define the variable, whether it is integer, whether it is a double or whether it is a string type variable. If you, for example, if you not define the variable with these data types, what will happen? Java compiler will throw the error. But if you in the Python case, you don't need to define it. You just say that a is equal to 10 or b is equal to 20.5 or name is equal to John. So Python during the runtime, Python knows that that is an integer variable or it is a string variable. So, this is a very easily we can define the in the Python. But because Java has a set of standard rules and regulations, due to that we need to define everything in the structured way. Let's go to the arrays now. So array will how we can declare the integer array. This is just example of like I'm showing the integer array now in the Java. Like since I have taken the numbers 1 2 3, so I have defined the integer array with the variable nums. But in the Python, if I want to define the array, like I need to define that here also, whether that is an integer array or float array. Here if you see like a prices array dot array, that is a float. If means a float. Float variables I have defined in this way, in the square bracket. So even if integer array I want to define, like I need to say that array dot array integer, like how we said that integer. So in the same way we need to define the array dot array we need to define. For this we need to import the array in the Python. But Java, you no need to import the array package, because it is a import java.long package is a default package. So by default it has all the array will be there in the java.long package. So but like a string array we cannot define in the Python. So we'll see that in the like why string array is not there in the Python. So if you want to define any string things, we need to take the list for that, and we can use the list. See, in the Python, array will be not considered most of whatever I know as per my knowledge. So array is not used mostly. Like people used to do the almost with the list. So let's go to the another topic, like loops and iterations. So Java, how will iterate the like for each for loop? Like if you want to print the integer array up to sorry, not integer array. If you want to print the values up to 5, how we can do? We need to first initialize the variable, whether that is an int variable. After initializing the variable, we need to write the condition. Like so here we thought of printing the value to 0 to 4, because I less than 4, right? So 0 to 4 we want to print. So I plus plus is a post increment. So in the same way in the Python, we are just defining the we're not telling even that is integer type. We're just defining I in the range of 5 I need. So if you just print, it will print the 5 values. But in the Java also, even 0 to 4. So 0 to 4 means it will print the values up to 5, right? So this is loops and iterations. And see, the most important, one of the most important point is like exception handling. So in the Java, how will handle the exceptions? Using a try catch flag. But in the Python, how will handle the exception? Even Python also will use the try, but as I said in the like starting, while defining the class name and all, we no need to define the flower bracket start flower bracket end. Here even are the try catch black also, it's the same, like a try colon except, we'll use the except. So you need to remember, like there in the Java we need a try catch block, here we need a try exception. Like a catch black it has an exception, here except has an exception. Again we are printing the error. So in the Java SOP system dot println, here just one print statement. So this is how like exception handling we are the difference between the exception handling and a list. So list is a collection of objects, right? So we can define the integer type, or we can define the string type, either we can combine the both. So this is a list we can add. How we can add the like I'm just telling about the array list. So array list, how we'll add it? The any I want to add, for example, string to the array list, string objects to the array list. So how I will add it? So I will create in the Java array list is equal to new array list. So that is a string type I am defining that. So same string type as it has a add method in the Java. So if, after that adding all the objects, how I will iterate the elements using a iterator. I will iterate the elements. So after iterator, like I will use the while condition. Iterator has next, then next you will get to know. Like once you start writing the program, like you will get to know. This is just a basic things I want to explain that, so that like if you say this is a array list. But if you see in the Python, how will add it? You just define the in the first example, this is a list. Like I'm giving the empty list. After that, I'm what I'm doing, I'm adding that. So if you want to add any string objects in the Java, what thing we used add. Here what we are using, it is a append. So when you say append, it will add into the list. In the Java, it is a add. So if how many things you want to add, you can keep on add things. And at the same time, like if you want to the like if you see even like integer objects, it is a list. Nums is equal to 1 to 3, that is a list. So again, the iteration I showed it in the for loop, how we can do the iterate. So in the same way, whatever the list things we are iterated here, just showing here in the Python. Let's see like the key value pair handling. So Java, how will add the key value pair handling? Using the hash map or a hash table. So again, like I'm not making the difference what is a hash map or what is a hash table. So basically, like in the Python, we'll use the dictionary to handle the key value pairs. So just I'm explaining in the Java, like what is a hash map. So hash map, how we'll add the key value pairs. Like again, like a new hash map, like we'll add a put method. Array list, what we added? Do you know what we added for array list? Array list dot add. If you see array list dot add, right? So here hash map, it is a put. So when you put, we are going to add key value pairs. How you iterate that? Like in the hash map, it has a entry set method is there, as well as key set also one more method is there. So with the for loop, you can iterate that like you can create a entry map.entry object. With that map.entry, what it is taking, string and integer values it is taking. See as dot put Bob names we added, alias is a string, 25 is like an integer. So string and integer we have defined. You can define integer or integer, whatever you define the class names. So e dot get key, e dot get value. So that is a key and the value it is returning. But in the Python, what I said, we'll use the dictionary. So in the dictionary, how it is like for example, like now I want to add value to the dictionary. How I will add ages? Like I am adding the new name, like Clary is equal to 35. So it is adding to the dictionary. But how we added in the Java? We added put. But even if I want to iterate the dictionary values, how which method will be used? Items. So items, with the help of the items, we'll iterate the key value pairs. So we are printing the key, print k and v, key values we are printing. But in the hash map, what is we are used entry set, and there is a key set also is that will return the set that return the set. From the set we'll iterate the values. So this is like in the whatever I know in the like Python, it does not have the hash map hash table. So this is a dictionary we'll use mainly. And the thread. So thread also the one of the most important topic. So you like in the Java, how will define the like if you want to implement the like a thread to the our project, how will do? Any class should be extend thread so that it will get the thread capabilities. And also even implements runnable also we can use. So these are the two ways to that like we can make our project as a thread. Multi-threading we want to for our project, we can use this like extending the thread or implements runnable. Both way we can add it in the thread. And after like what we are doing, we are extending means like that is the inheritance concept. So whatever the thread capabilities will get to the my thread. So after that we are creating the my thread. So t dot start, you will say thread object we created. T dot start means automatically when you start that, automatically run will call automatically. Run will call automatically. So because of that, see here we are not calling directly method name. So t dot start means that is a, it has a thread capability. So Java will understand that. So user has created a thread. So when I say start, I should call the run method. So run method automatically it will call. In the Python, how will defining that? We need to import the threading. So after importing the threading, how we are creating that with the threading package? So threading dot thread, threading with the threading dot thread target run we are giving that. So that so run method def run method will call. So t dot start here also t dot start. So automatically it will call the run. So here we'll get the thread behavior for our projects in the Java and Python. And coming to the file handling, see, if I want to just write the hello in the data.txt file, there is a data.txt file is exist. So I want to write hello in the Java. How will write? We need a file object. So there are many ways we can do that. So I just showing the one of the way. The is like a file writer. So using the file writer, new file writer. So which file I want to add it? Data.txt. So since I have created the file object is in the java.io package. So f dot write hello. So this hello will be written in the data.txt file. So after written that, like my work is done, I have written that. So I am closing the file object. In the same way, Python, if I want to write that, like here there is a open method. So with open, what I want to open, the file I want to open, data.txt. So what I want to do, I want to write that. So I have written the W as F. F is like a reference I am creating. With the file, I have created the reference. So with that, like F has a write method. So there also in the Java also write method. Here also write method. So here I have written. Here just like in the Python with open we are used. There file writer. So this is like a major difference between the file handling and the lambda expressions. Even like this is very new to me. Lambda expressions, even in the like Python. So how we can define that like lambda expressions? So we are created a 1 to 3 as a list. So that list we are converting into the arrays. So that is going to return the list of numbers. So num start for each, like this is how lambda expressions will n, like that will arrow mark, right arrow mark. So sorry if I would have conveyed wrongly. So maybe like you can think this is I just want to express the syntax wise like. So if anything mistakes, like I can correct it. Give me in the comment section, so I will correct it. I can learn and I can improve in the next video. So system.out.println just n, like so this is how, say mainly n arrow mark and system.out.println. So this is how they like lambda expressions will be denoted. And here if it is like we need to define the expressions with lambda. So this is how they like a major difference between the lambda expressions. So basically, like yes, like all the topics has been covered, which are the all the major important things which I felt. Like if I would have missed something, like let me know in the comment section. I will add it in the next video. And if any mistakes, yes, like correct me that, like I can correct myself, and I'll improve in the next video. And like if you coming to the summary. See, what we understand finally, like Java, if you want to like write a simple hello world print, like we need to write a lot of code, right? Like almost 6 to 7 lines. But in the Python, just we will say print hello world. So it's like what we can say, like Java is most of the syntax it will follow the strict rules and the regulations. Java strictly you need to define after each and every variable we need to end with the semicolon. So these are the strictly it will follow. Otherwise if it will not follow, what will happen, those strict rules it will be during the compilation only will get the errors. But in the Python it is not like that. Python, you just define the, like you directly you are defining a is equal to 10 or s is equal to hello, or I is equal to your name. So based on the like runtime, it will get that like whether it is a string, whether it is a float, or dynamically it is designing that. So that's the reason it's like if you see it's a compile and statically typed. Whatever we write the syntax, it is compiling, and if you didn't follow the syntax, it will throw error. And it's a verbose but powerful like it's a we need to write a lot of code, right? So say for just I said that print hello world, we need to write, there will be a lot of code we need to write. So it's a huge thing. And here simple and fast to write, so just a basic like you don't need to follow the syntax clearly, just you can define as a syntax shown in the programming. Basically like if you want to say like whatever I know for the large enterprise applications will use for the Java. So that's how even for banking and other sectors, it's not that like other programming languages are not used. So again depending upon the problems, business problems, they will choose the programming languages. So Java is mainly used for the large enterprise systems where we want to develop the bigger kind of applications. So Python basically, if you know now, like AI is trending, so AML scripting Python will be used. So see, finally I can say that every programming, it's not a print hello world. It's Java is taking huge lines and Python is taking only one line. So Python is a better. It's not like that. So it's based on the business problems, based on the enterprise applications which we are going to develop, or based on the models we are going to develop. So which programming will be advantage, based on that we'll choose the programming language and we'll select that. So if you know if you see currently, say every programming language we should know, because every programming language should have their own advantages. So when if you know the better more programming languages, even in the market, it will be more valid for us. So due to that reason, I have chosen this topic. So thanks for patiently watching this one, and let me know in the comment section, if you want to know any further things to add for this, apart from that, or is there any mistakes I have done that. If see this is just I want to make sure that the syntax how it should be, if maybe if some mistakes is there, correct yourself while writing the program and do it, so that you can learn very quickly. Yeah, thank you for watching. If you like it the my video, please subscribe and share it. Thanks for patiently watching this video. I will come up with a new video. Thank you for watching. Yes.